Nice fish.
Nice little fish on the Bondy Bait. We've got good action today, but it sort of slowed a little bit. So we're actually not in deep water. We're just jigging a small channel. Picked up a nice fish here.
Still fishing them slow.
Fishing them slow. Gonna let this one go.
Oh, Steve, I think
Got
I
it.
got a hit.
Got it.
I got one.
Got it.
Big fish.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Big fish. Big fish.
Keep it up.
Yeah, big fish. Big fish. Big fish. Yeah. Oh, jeez. That scared me to death. Scared the out of me.
Oh my god. We're what?
It hit so soft I didn't think I had one.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Fish, man. That's a heck of a fish. Congratulations. Wow. Been working
so
the Bondy
soft.
Bait. That was a soft hit on the Bondy Bait, guys.
Soft.
We're gonna get this thing turned loose. All right, guys. Me and my buddy Rich are out fishing today, and we are fishing Bondy Baits. It's pretty much a newer bait, and when you talk musky baits, it's a newer bait.
As far as musky baits go.
Right. Yeah, we talk a Smitty bait that's 40 years old or something like that. It's sort of a newer presentation. I've been fishing the small Bondy, and Rich is fishing the standard size, the big boy there. And you just saw Rich put an absolute monster in the net there. I caught a smaller one earlier. What we're doing is we had a good bite this morning.
Sure did.
Things dropped off. What do? You know, it's gliders, all this stuff. I said, let's jig. Let's just go and we're hitting some channels. We're hitting some drop-offs. It's easy work.
It's our second fish of the day. I was working it just the way I saw you doing it, just real slow, lift and drop.
Nice and easy.
I had a bump and I wasn't sure I had a hit and set the hook, and holy smokes.
Holy smokes. So folks, I'm going to show you how to work these Bondies and some situations where these can save the day for you here in a second. All right, guys, you just saw me and Rich put a couple really nice muskies in the boat with Bondy Baits. Now, one thing about Bondy Baits is it's a pretty simple bait to use. It's a vertical jig. You pair that with a sort of a heavier rod, an 8/6, a 9-footer. You can put a jig ripper on there and just bring this bait up, jig it down, up and down. There's a lot of great resources on how to work a Bondy Bait well. So what I want to show you is an alternative place to work them. For some reason, everyone thinks Bondy Baits and they think deep. This is, you know, in some people's minds, it's 15, 20 feet deep. What I'm doing in the middle of the day, when the bite seems to slow, I'm going out away from weed beds, away from cover, and getting on slightly deeper structure and still connecting with fish. So I'll show you here on the screen if you follow my mouse. If you look at this shallow area behind this 5-foot break, and call this a weed bed. In the morning, you come in an area like this, and muskies are hitting. 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, it just dies off. Some of those muskies are still in that weed bed, but some of them have gone out here and broke off to this first major break line. You see, this is just a 10-foot break. So what I'll do, often at times what me and Rich were doing in that video, is get out of the weeds and get on that outside, whether there's a little bit of weed there or not, get out on that first break and jig for muskies that are there. Making contact with the bottom with this bait. Let it touch bottom, bring it up, small motions of the rod. Right? And so we're going to work and hit that first outside break. If the fish are not there, work a little bit further back, say up to this 15-foot break, so this channelish area. You're going to find muskies that were active in the morning have moved out of the weed beds down those break lines during the middle of the day. They move in the morning, they move in the evening. Where are they at during the middle of the day? Try jigging a Bondy in shallower water. Try jigging this on that first break or those outside weed edges, and it's going to put more muskies in your net.